Hey Chevalier, here is 25 reasons you might be a gypsy. 1. If you're 12-year-old and you want to get married, you might be a gypsy. 2. If you're 9-year-old and you want a new truck, you might be a gypsy. 3. If your mother and father are the same age as you might be a gypsy. 4. If you want to put white walls on every car you own, you might be a gypsy. 5. If you have more than 5 checks, you might be a gypsy. 6. If your first cousins with your mother and father, you might be a gypsy. 7. If your dream car is a Sedan T2 Chevy short bed, you might be a gypsy. 8. If you had your first drink at 9, you might be a gypsy. 9. If you have never been to the dentist, you might be a gypsy. 10. If you have never seen the inside of a school, you might be a gypsy. 11. If you sell 1,000 cars in a year, you might be a gypsy. 12. If you don't like to wait in line, you might be a gypsy. 13. If you only wear white shirts and jeans, you might be a gypsy. 14. If you don't like to pay for anything, you might be a gypsy. 15. If you like to lie, you might be a gypsy. 16. If you have a nickname, you might be a gypsy. 17. If your 2-year-old is afraid of the cops, you might be a gypsy. 18. If you love the casino, you might be a gypsy. 19. If your first job was at 10, you might be a gypsy. 20. If your grocery list is Coke, bleach, and cigarettes, you might be a gypsy. 21. If you want to sell your daughters, you might be a gypsy. 22. If you got to pay for your wife, you might be a gypsy. 23. If you think you're Italian, you might be a gypsy. 24. If your 2-year-old don't like blacks, you might be a gypsy. 25. If you like gold, you might be a gypsy.